2, 3,
Good morning. Welcome to Bingman Headstart. This morning we're going to dedicate this building in this community, a very beautiful building. We're going to start with the welcome with our principal, Lisa Bolton, and student Noah Balker. We also have greetings by myself, posting colors and pledge of the U.S. flag and Texas flag by Corey Pickens, Trinity Gilder, Adrena Moore of Bingman, invocation Braden Richard, Richard of Bingman, remarks by Arthur Heber, Policy Council President, song by Priscilla Petrie, Miracle Jones, Kyron Smith, Antonio Palacios. We have dedication statements, Judge Paul A. Brown, Dr. Tishner, their co-chairs of the Bond Committee. We have remarks by Robert Turner, he's here, the chairman of the Greater Beaumont Chamber of Commerce, with special presentations, Terry Smith and Company Architects, Jim Shell, Southeast Texas Construction Corporation, Bill Smith, Fitz and Shipper. We have a song performance, room 309 and 520. Presentation of the school by myself, the principal here, Bolton, acceptance of the school, Lisa Bolton and Arthur Heber. Response, Dr. Carol A. Thomas, superintendent of schools. Then we'll have a school song by the students before we leave this morning. We do have very young children here today, so we're all going to be short in our remarks, even myself. So with that, we're going to start the program by welcoming the principal of this school, Lisa Bolton.
Good morning. I want to welcome all of you here, and I want to thank you very much for sharing in this special occasion for us. It has been a long road, a long time coming, but we are finally home. We're finally settled, and I want to thank everyone for working with us and getting here. I would like to express our thoughts with one of our students, and so I'd like to introduce you to Noah Balke, and he will give us a little speech on how we feel about being in this new facility.
No market, no matter. We'll make it anyway. So here's our little business plan. We'll fill it up with passion and package it with soul. We'll make our brainwaves flood. Renew and improve and price to move. So today is the grand opening. So let's cut the ribbon and make our public offering.
I need to introduce please just stand. I can't call, I think it's about 100 or 200 people that should be recognized, but with the bond committee and the co-chairs, if they're here, I see Judge Paul Brown. Would y'all please stand? Would y'all recognize them? They play a part of where we are in this district. As you can see, another school being dedicated today, and it's a beautiful school, beautiful school. We also have, I see Deb Williams stood up. She's the city council there in Beaumont. She's always at all of our events. You can't even tell where her heart is. She's here wherever she can. Is there any clerk in the house? Would you mind standing? There's got to be one preacher in the house. I see. Okay, in the back. Always acknowledge the church. Also, we have some community leaders in here. I see Dr. Clark has been South Park, Beaumont, whatever school district. He's been an integral part. If you don't mind standing briefly there. And any other elected officials, would you please stand, past or present, here at Beaumont? Also, the Board of Trustees, I don't see any other of the boards, but understand we work for you, and we appreciate your support and your prayers through our endeavors in Beaumont. Beaumont is a beautiful town, beautiful school district, and We want to keep it going like it is. We have more facilities, brand new than any other city in the United States of America. Also, that's pretty well it on our greetings and introductions, but we do welcome you here because we're going to dedicate this facility. And look at the little daughters that we had out there on the lawn and the ones that we have in here. These are our future. They're so precious. So at this time, we're going to post the colors, and I called your names out earlier.
United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor to Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas.
Ready for our invocation? Please continue to stand, please. Great and Rashard.
Our Father, John, and happy on that day, King come, that our will be done on earth is in heaven. Gives our trespass against us. Please not forget to touch, deliver us from evil. God's the King, the power, the glory forever. Amen.
You may be seated. Now we have remarks from Martha Heber, Policy Council President.
Good morning, everyone. I want to just take a brief moment to say thank you for the Dr. Thomas, the Policy Council in its entirety, Ms. Ambrose, and a lot of other partners that have come together and made a personal commitment to the betterment of our children, our community, and also the future of this nation. And I just want to say that. And I also want to take the opportunity as a parent to say thanks for the other parents coming out and encourage each and every one of us to get involved and to continue to help support the school and the teachers to educate our children for the future. Thank you.
Also, I would like all the teachers that are in here and all the parents to please stand. Give them a hand, y'all. Trust me, they work very hard with our little darlings. We also have BIEC staff with all administrators, teachers, principals, whatever. Would you stand, please? Okay, and we normally do a cheer, but we're not going to do it. But if y'all don't liven up, we're going to do our cheer. So you get ready. I don't feel it. I don't feel the liveliness in here. This is a big day in Beaumont. We're now going to have our song. Priscilla, Miracle, Karen, Antonio. You got it.
If you look such a heart, you'll have to be afraid of who you are. There's an answer if you look inside yourself, and the sorrow that you know will never go away.
And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. And when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you. When you search the world alone, no one reaches out a hand for you to hold.
did get a little bit loud, but at this time I want Nora to kind of come up here like you did a while ago. Do that walk. Go ahead, something to tell y'all. And it's fellow students. What are we going to do?
Few bits.
Four bits.
4 bits. A dog. All for Bingman. Stand up and holler.
Great job. This is just old school. We're going to leave y'all alone just a minute. All right, Dr. Bunton, roll.
Okay, I don't know if I would know, but we'll try. Ready? 2 bits.
4 bits.
6 bits a dollar. All for Bingman. Stand up and
All right, I just want to get your blood flowing. Okay, at this time we'll have the Honorable Paul A. Brown to come forward for a minute or two, and I don't know if Dr. Fisher is here. So, Judge Paul Brown, y'all.
Thank you, President Reese. I'm certainly delighted and happy to be here that we changed the Headstart from Sutherland out of track, out of grade, this particular location. I'm going to be grateful for that. I'm grateful for the leadership of Mr. Reese as president of the board, and to Dr. Thomas, who's the right father. He's made a change. I've been in Beaumont a while, and he is by far. You don't have to ask anybody, you don't have to pray to anybody. The greatest superintendent this school district ever had. I say one word to teachers at all times because that's my heart. The teachers and the future is purchased by the present. Sometimes you need to tell children every day what you're doing today is you want to do it later on. You have to get the books and get the books off. I talked to a young lady one time, she said she wanted to be a pharmacist. I said, well, that's fine. They make $100,000. So you know you're going to make some money. I said, what about chemistry? I'm not too high on chemistry. What about biology? I'm not too high on biology. What about math? I'll be all right with math. And I said, young lady, I want you to do one thing. Please, don't fix any medicine for you. And certainly don't fix any for me. If you can't command those courses, that leads to success. President Lyndon Johnson, the 36th President of the United States, thought of this program because of the war on poverty in 1964. That had been 48 years ago. President Johnson became president, as many of us know, when President Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. He had to take the burden of the country on his shoulder. And I believe that's when Lyndon Johnson really thought about what he needed to do to make a difference. You shouldn't try to do it right. You can't worry about people that don't criticize. You just get out there. If you think it's right to serve all people, then you ought to be about it. Lyndon Johnson said, the vote is the most powerful instrument ever devised by man for breaking down injustice and destroying the terrible walls which men, the imprisoned men that are different from others. Men are in prison because they're different from others. He said, broke down the wall. So we always should vote. If you read the history of President Johnson, the 36th president, he lost an election by 1 vote. So today we reach another milestone. We couldn't do it better than to have these kids and project their future by this beautiful building and by the person who's named after. That person has to be a leader in the community trying to make it better. And we always can make it better in education. We have several buildings we have to dedicate. This is one of them. We'll be going to Sally Curtis. I believe that's the last time that we will go. But think about it. Think about it. Because of your vote, because of your concern, and because of your caring, we got all these beautiful schools. We won't be here. Maybe to see these young to grow up and be in all professions. But at least God give us a chance to be part of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Judge. And There is a past principal of Headstart, an educator, friend of mine, friend of the family, and that is Miss Gloria Harrison. Would you please stand? She's shy. Past principal of Headstart. We also have, as a point of privilege, I think I saw Dr. Harris, who's going to lead us. Short story, 64 or so applicants all around the country. DeSoto ISD chose Dr. Harris, one of our own, homebred, one of our own, to be their superintendent of schools. That says a lot about Dr. Thomas and his staff as he's prepared those. They looked all around the country and wound up in Beaumont, Texas. Isn't that something? So we have quality here in Beaumont, Texas, everywhere. Also, at this time we have, I think Mr. Robert Turner is not here, so we'll move right along. We're going to have a special presentation. I called your names out earlier. If you would take the podium, please.
My name is Bill Smith. I'm with Dixon Shipping Engineers. We're part of the design and construction team for this project. Behind me, Terry Smith, with the company architects Jim Shell, C-Tex Construction. This was a great project. It started out small, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew. And pretty soon we're saying, well, we have to do this. This is more important than that. So we joke constantly, but with the support of the district that we had and the support of Lisa Bolton, the principal, and her staff, we were able to get this done. And it was, we're very proud of this project, and it's our pleasure to be here. And we'd like to make a special presentation. Lisa Bolton, before we unveil this picture. Picture of your campus. I have the privilege of working on this project. Congratulations.
Oh, there's one other past principal, and I don't know why I didn't recognize her. My wife used to work for her. My wife used to work for a whole lot of folks. And that is the beautiful Miss Clara Collier. Former principal of Headstart. And now we'll have our song by room 309 and 520. Thank you, audience, because we will do another cheer if you don't liven up. These are our precious darlings. Also, I would like for and not picking against one school or the other, but everybody that worked at Sutherland, would you please stand? We still have some of those that... All right. Well, thank y'all. Y'all can have that family reunion afterwards. Also, we're going to do the presentation now. And as Miss Lisa Bolton comes forward, you know, got a short story. And it kind of is, stay the course and look where you can land. And I think Miss Lisa knows what I'm talking about. Because when they consolidated schools, who would have thought she would have this brand new, renovated, state-of-the-art facility. So, patience. That's what she had, was patience. Because she could have been one or the other. We ain't talking about that. All right. And I hope that we're keeping this thing short. But I do have something in my hand here, Ms. Bolton. And I will grab your right hand. Now, by the power entrusted in me by the Board of Trustees of Bowman Independent School District, I will present you this key to this facility. But there's something that goes with it. You have to love this facility if it's your own home, because you will spend a lot of time here. So, from the maintenance of the yard, from the buildings, from this beautiful stage and cafeteria and these classrooms, and all of your employees, you make them feel welcome as you do your students. And I think everything will be okay. So at this time, I'm going to hand you this key, but you got to tell me one thing that you will honor what I just stated, and that is, this is entrusted to you. It's your facility, and you will maintain it. Maintain it.
I promise to maintain it as a maintenance crew, and I can tell you we've been doing that practically since we started. I would like to thank the school board, Dr. Thomas, and everyone that was involved in making this relocation a reality. I'd also, on behalf of our past principals, our policy council, our parents and students and staff, I gladly accept this challenge and this key, and we will keep this wonderful facility that we now call home, Bingman Headstart, to the top of the heap. We will keep it going, and thank you everyone for having part in it. So yes,
And also, part of the policy council is Gwen Ambrose. She's a board member, and our vice president of the board is Janice Broussard. I think sometime when one's out of town that they will share those responsibilities. At this time, we'll have a superintendent of school, Dr. Carol Thomas.
Thank you very much, Mr. Reese. It is a pleasure to be here with you. Ms. Bolton, Mr. Ewart, glad to see a brother over here. It makes me feel good to see a brother over here running the stadium, for the policy council president. But to all of you, all of the parents and all this entire community, it makes me feel so great to see that you have a facility here. You want me to be sure to hear that, all right? This brother here is it makes me feel so great to see that we have created a facility available, quality facility for all of our kids. And you know, you can say thank Dr. Thomas, thank this, whatever, but who you need to thank is thank yourself for having the good sense to vote for the right people to be on the board to make decisions for you that you can benefit from. And so you always remember that. You see the results of your votes, and I can't tell you that enough. I can't remind you that enough, how important that is. But what you have here is a state-of-the-art facility. You have the best Head Start program in America, and now you have the best facility to go along with it. In fact, as I walk around this facility, it gives me such great pleasure to see all the things and state-of-the-art and things that you have here in this building. And also it gives me great pleasure to see all this junk that you teachers have. You know, just stuff all over the place, you know. I have seen, I don't know where y'all kept all that other stuff. When I come here and I go to these classrooms, I've said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. But y'all have it, and I'm sure it's for good use. And everybody's excited, everybody's using it. I'm so proud to see that y'all use all of those things and create a situation where all of our kids, throughout wherever they are, is going to have hope in life, have a better chance in life because of the dedication and commitment and faith that this community has for all of its kids and all of its citizens. So it gives me great pleasure to be a part of this dedication, to see these things happen, see these things that take place in this community. So at this time, without further ado, because I want y'all to see this wonderful facility, the playground equipment, how the playground's out there, and also notice
all of the junk in these teachers' classrooms, fix them and throw it away. And see all the stuff that they have. As you go around, just know that we got so many things that we're trying to teach these students. So this time, I think it's time for the school song. So, school song.
Okay, now, South Park sometimes gets a bad rap, but we put all of our children right here in the heart of South Park, which is part of my voting district. So we were going to go out to all the parents, and even though the parents from all around the city, we entrusted our little babies here. We're going to improve our community also. We have new schools at Peach. We have new schools at South Park. Look what we're doing in South Park. So we have not given up on South Park, and we're going to make it a better community because schools bring children. And look at these daughters that we have. So you go out and tell your neighbors that Mr. Reese, president of the board, said we will work as a community and we will make sure it's a safe environment for all of our kids, from elementary to Head Start to middle school to high school. So thank y'all. We'll turn it over to the song.